Hey everyone, my name is frontier.setter. And this is my list of the best tactical movies from the Far East. So what do I mean when I say tactical? I'm talking about great action, whether that be really good gunplay, militarized law enforcement type scenes, hand-to-hand, close-quarter combat, etc., etc. Asian gangsters can get thrown in the mix too. Anything that looks really visceral, aggressive, well-choreographed action scenes. At first, I was thinking about just doing gunplay because that's more suited to my channel, I suppose. But I figured this is going to be kind of like a one-off list. Let's just throw all the good action into one video and go with a bang. So, as a preface, I will say that I will take into account like acting, character development, stuff like that, because pointless action is pretty much just like mindless, and it doesn't really make a movie that good. Also, this list is formed of my own opinions, so if you do not like what you see, please do not get triggered. And if your favorite movie isn't on here, please tell me in the comments down below why it's your favorite, and maybe I'll get to it in the next list, if there is one. So with that disclaimer out of the way, let's get to it. The number 10 spot belongs to No Tears for the Dead. This movie is about a hitman named Gong, and on one of his missions, he makes a big whoopsie and kills this innocent little girl. He starts having all these sad boy feelings about it all, and with all these new emotions, he decides to quit this job. But obviously, he's given one last mission. And his last job, ironically, is to assassinate the mother of the girl he just murdered. Unfortunately, the character development and stuff like that isn't that great, so I'm gonna have to dock some points. But that doesn't take away on how good the gunplay is. I mean, just look at these scenes. Fucking tactical, man. So, sad boy Gone basically has to fight against his former crew just to protect his target.
Tell me, why are you doing this?
I'm just tired.
And like I said, the story isn't the best, but man, these gunplay scenes, some of the best I've seen. Super entertaining. Number 9 belongs to The Divine Move. Now, I'm not a gambling man, but I did have a brief stint in CSGO skins. So yeah, this is like your standard gambling revenge plot movie. Our protagonist, Tae-suk, loses a game of Go and gets framed for killing his brother. So he gets thrown into prison, gets ripped, and learns how to fight, because prison gains are the best gains. Once he gets out, he rounds up this new gambling team to bring down the people that wronged him.
역전전하시죠.
There are no guns in this movie. However, the fights between each of the characters carries a lot of meaning. In the end, you really become attached to all these characters. They all kind of bring something new to the table. So this isn't the most tactical movie, but I knew if I didn't bring it up now, I would never talk about it again, and honestly, this movie is totally worth a watch, so give it a go.
뭘 튼 거야? 사내 새끼가 쪽팔리게.
Number 8 is A Hard Day. In this film, we follow Detective Ko, who's a corrupt cop whose mother just passed away. On his way to the funeral, he runs this guy over. Basically, this whole movie is him just trying to cover it up. Or is it? A lot of stuff happens. He finds even more corruption, drugs, murders involved with just more than a simple hit and run. Again, not so much gunplay, not too much action, but the acting is superb. And the storyline is just top-notch. The movie just keeps like building and building and building, and just like layers and layers of stress on Detective Ko, and you really feel for him at the end. The resolution is very satisfying, and it's totally worth a watch. Now I promise the next movie has much more action. Number 7, The Raid Redemption. Number 6 is New Police Story. Come on, you know I had to at least include one Jackie Chan movie on this list. So there's a couple of these movies in the series already, but this one is my favorite one. It's pretty much just Jackie Chan versus all these punk ass kids. Story begins with Chan's squad going into their hideout to try to arrest them. Little do they know, it's decked out in Home Alone style traps and his whole team is killed off. Chan takes the Max Payne route, drinks a bunch, and tries to forget about his failure. Eventually, Jackie Chan comes back with the help of PC-138, his new partner. Basically, the two go after the rest of these thugs. The action is what you would expect from a Jackie Chan movie. The stunts are amazing. Nothing else needs to be said. Just look. Like I said before, even though there are others in the series, this one's kind of like a standalone movie, so you can just watch this one alone. Great, great flick. On the number 5 spot is I Saw the Devil. Hyper-violent with hyper-revenge. He who fights with monsters should be careful, lest he thereby become a monster. And if thou gaze long into an abyss, the abyss will also gaze into thee. This is a great summation of what we are to expect here. This movie is about NIS agent Kim, who seeks revenge after his pregnant wife gets brutally murdered. And by brutally, I mean brutally. It's pretty bad. I mean, bug. I can't even put this in the video. So he tracks down this psychopath and basically tortures him throughout the whole movie. The fight scenes feel really authentic, as what you can expect from a cast like this. The acting is 10 out of 10. There is this slow descent into madness, well in this case evil, that Agent Kim goes through. Everything just gets worse and worse for both of these characters involved. And by the end, you have to question if all of this is even worth it. You feel like you've just been put through all this hell alongside Agent Kim. Now, this movie isn't for everyone because it is so gory, but if you can tolerate it, I definitely recommend watching it. And as the movie ends, you just kind of feel empty after. Number 4 is Invisible Target. Holy buckets! Soul power, much martial arts. 3 cops, gonna bring down some baddies. Each officer has their own quirks. They don't get along right away, but that soon changes. It's definitely a movie you can watch with your bros. Basically 3 officers, a rookie, a sad boy, and an anger reacts only boy work together to bring down a gang. There's a bunch of talent in this movie. The fight scenes are fucking tight. The story is really good and characters all have great chemistry. You'll fall in love with all of them. And I don't even know. I mean, just like, check out these fight scenes. Check them. Just check them. Number 3, Oldboy. So if you haven't seen this, what are you doing? Go watch it right now. Quick summary. Otisu gets locked up in some crazy ass apartment for 15 years. He gets framed for killing his wife and daughter while imprisoned. He trains inside via watching boxing matches on TV. Because like I said before, prison gains are the best gains. Then he gets let out all of a sudden. Why? That's the question he's trying to find out throughout the whole film. So let's just roll that hallway footage. Story, 10. Characters, 10. Music, 10. Cinematography, 10. Guns, sitting at a 0 right there. Except for this little scene right here. However, I do feel like the hand-to-hand combat gives this movie much more force. Number 2 is Hard Boiled. So the last few movies on this list didn't have any guns. And that's because Hard Boiled still has them all. Fun fact, They used all real guns in this movie, just loaded with blanks. That alone is fucking awesome. I mean, especially because Hong Kong's gun control is like super strict. It's amazing how this movie even got made in the first place. Anyways, the story. Inspector Tequila is a loose cannon cop. He just kills criminals because fuck it. Undercover cop Alan gets in way too deep with the wrong people. They meet up and shit goes down. This movie practically invented bullet time. This is the best gunplay I've ever seen. It's just phenomenal. This is an action classic. I'll just shut up now and play some of these scenes. Number 1 is The Man from Nowhere. I wish I could be that sexy cutting my own hair. But yeah, these are my all-time favorite Asian action movies. Now I'm sure this list will change throughout the years, but as for now, this is how it stands. So I obviously haven't watched every movie in the whole fucking world, so if there's one that you think I'd like, please leave it down in the comments below. The nice thing is you can practically watch all these movies on Netflix or Amazon Prime, and if not, I'm sure you guys know how to obtain them through semi-legal means. I hope you enjoyed this little list. If you somehow haven't seen any of these movies before, I highly recommend all of them. So, please like, share with your friends, comment if you have any questions below, and as usual, always remember to stay tactically kawaii.
Take me to